All right, awesome folks. How you guys doing? Today, we're going to be on our number 10 deep dive for our social media management product from Montgomery 2320 Business Development Services. Now, today, this is the final deep dive in this particular product. Even though with research and analysis and development that we're constantly doing, with Montgomery 2320 Business Development Services. I've designed these deep dives to specifically, help you to identify, deep-seated parts and portions in your business development process that'll help you, to be able to take this, content and add it to, you and your business. So in this particular deep dive, we're going to conclude with deep dive number 10, which is develop the mindset of continual change, as social media is still young and evolving. So what that means is, you have to develop a mindset that, these platforms are changing on a daily basis a lot of times. And now more than ever, with new government regulations that'll be coming down the pike, just different, uses for it, with more engagement, with more serious engagement from people now, that are now taking it serious for their businesses and for their, the growth and development, in their personal lives, seeing as that so many people are utilizing the platforms now. So you must develop a mindset of continual change, for the foreseeable future. These platforms are going to be changing. And there's so much different technology that's going to be integrated, as we grow forward and everything that, right now, this is quite literally the infancy of social media. And so, it's important to get your, develop a mindset, get your paradigm shaped around, okay, this thing is not, what it is today is not what it's going to be tomorrow. It's not what's going to be next week. It's not what's going to be next month. It's not what it's going to be next year. As technology is integrated more and added more in our daily lives, you can expect the social media is going to be a part of those changes. And there's a lot to come. We're just entering into a lot of different things that most folks are just not even mentally prepared for. So it's important that for you and your business that you develop the mindset of continual change. There are things that are going to be entering in, with AI, with VR, with AR, there are different things that are going to be entering in that it's going to take this thing, way beyond what, what we're doing now, or what we can even conceive it to be. So once you get your mind wrapped around, get a mindset of continual change, as these social media platforms, are still young and evolving. Once you get your mind wrapped around that, you'll be able to add it to your social media management program now, so that way it can grow with the things that are changing. Now, like I say, this is the 10th deep dive, and so there were 9 before this, so I suggest that you definitely watch those videos. Like I say, at this stage of the game, it's more of a gut punch, and I have to, ask the serious questions, why are you not seriously engaging in social media? Why do you not have a serious social media management program for your business? At this stage in 2021 and going forward, if you are not sincerely dedicating a lot of time in yourself, or 2, developing someone else in your business or company, to help you with this process, you are really handicapping yourself in 2021. This is no longer a negotiable. This is not optional, which was one of our, previous deep dives. Social media is no longer optional, and so, once you get your mind wrapped around, and you develop the mindset of continual change, you're setting yourself up for success. And you're patterning yourself in a way that you'll be able to grow, your business will be able to grow, forward in these days that are coming. The reality of it is we're through the first quarter of 2021 already. There's a lot of things that have changed and a lot of things that are changing, and it hasn't even got good yet. So the reality of it is, let's understand, we have a ways to go. We have so far to go, and getting our minds wrapped around how we're going to use, social media in our business on a day-to-day basis. How inclusive were we going to make it, into our daily process? Are we going to, when are we going to start posting? What are we going to start posting? Just start. That's the bottom line. Just start. Start somewhere. Start anywhere. Just start. If you haven't started yet, I'm going to suggest you watch the first 9 deep dives and get to it. Get busy. I'm not making these for my own health. I'm not making these because I'm like, great. I just got, a bunch of time that, I got no more time than anybody else. This is the reality. We all have the same exact amount of time, and we all have a lot to get done. We have a lot more to get done than we ever have in history. This is not the days of, go punch your clock and, go do your, few hours and come home and do life, and that's all the work you got to do. No, this is, especially for a business owner, it's continual. It's every day in and day out, sun up to sundown. If you woke, you about the business, or you should be, if you're trying to grow your business, and here's the reality. There is a lot of static out here. There's a lot of noise. There is a lot in the ether that you have to cut through on a day-to-day basis just to get the attention and awareness, and to keep the attention and awareness. This is no longer the day of, I got my customer base locked in. Here's the reality. Are you loyal to your customer base? Is your business loyal to your customer base? Because if not, guess what? It's not just enough, for them to be, for you to be, them to be loyal to you. You got to be loyal to them, because you do not have them locked into place anymore. I guarantee you, no matter what industry you're in, like I said before, there's other people doing what you're doing. I guarantee it. I can throw a rock and hit 10 people doing what you're doing. It's just a reality. Now, the case in point is, what separates you from the rest? Why you and not the other guys? Why you and not the other ladies? Why you, and no one else? I'm gonna be honest right now. No matter what it is, if I wanted to do something, I can, short list, I can hit, 4 or 5 people for anything that I'm trying to get done. That's the reality. But now what differentiates them from each other though? Not just price. Cost, price is a funny thing. It's no longer, you can't viably run a business anymore trying to undercut the other guys, because you can't. Here's the reality. You can only cut your prices so far. You can only cut the cost so far. So what differentiates you from them? What sets you apart? What sets you apart is your culture. What sets you apart is the soul of your business. What sets you apart is how your business makes others feel. That's what sets you apart. What sets your business apart from any other business is you. So with that being said, your social media program should look like you, should sound like you, depending upon how many people you got working for you. If the reality of it is, unless you're running, 30, 40, 70 people, on staff, your business really needs to reflect you, because you're the same. You're not running 1,500, 1,000, you're not running those type of numbers, for a staff or for those that you're employing. So the reality of it is your company needs to sound and look like you. How will people know that it sounds and looks like you? Your social media program. Your social media program on a day-to-day basis. Even if you have somebody else running it for you, does it look and sound like you? Because you're the front woman. You're the front man. You're the image. You're the one that people are focused on. You're the one, like it or not, you're the one that they're looking at. You're the one that they're going to. You're the one that's in their mind. You can have 10 people working for you, but when they think about your business, they're thinking about you. They want to see you. They want to hear you. No matter how much you think, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to. Hey, here's the thing. That's not being loyal to your customer base. That's not being loyal to your patronage. It's just not. It's not being loyal to your community. People want to see you. They have to be able to discern, especially in this time and day that we're in. Let's be genuine here. the reality of it is trust is at an all-time low. All-time low. People need to trust you, but they need to see you so that they can discern whether they feel like they can trust you or not. And the only way they're going to do that is to have a social media program that's really reflective of you and your brand. So the reality of it is in order to build that trust, people need to see you and discern that they can trust you or not trust you, depending, whatever it is. But, you can't be afraid. You can't be afraid to let them see your pimples, and so the reality of it is, develop the mindset of continual change as social media is still young and evolving. These are just realities that we have to wrap our minds around. These are realities that we have to wrap our processes around. These are realities that are really just getting started. We're really just getting into this thing. It hasn't even got real yet. There's a lot of technology that's still sitting on the shelf right now. It's not even implemented yet. We don't even have the infrastructure built for a lot of the technology that's coming, but it's coming, in the next, it's 2021 now. In the next 4 years, we're going to see massive leaps. Connectivity is going to be like we never conceived of it in our minds before. Connectivity is going to be huge. The reality of it is we're going to have, internet's going to be as big as it is now. It's going to be even bigger, and as much noise as there is now, believe me, there'll be more noise, and people will be hard pressed to find your voice if your voice is not present, if you're not cultivating and putting out content now on a regular basis so that people can hear your voice. People can look at you, they can research you, they can go back, they can, do their own deep dives and see, a year ago, this is what he was talking about, 2 years ago, this is what he was talking about, so that they can put together in their mind, oh, okay, yeah, so I see what they're doing. I see, yeah, they're changing, they're going there, yeah. I can see them, that they join you. They join you on this ride, and you join them on this ride. I'm seeing the people that I'm seeing that are doing the most awesome stuff when it comes to social media have been practicing it for the past several years. They didn't just get started. And their continual, process of they're developing their mindset that this is practice. This is standard common practice, for them and their business, and they're constant, they're active. And I'm going to be honest with you. If I take just 25 of the closest business owners to me, just 25, that people that I know that own their own businesses, 25. I take 25 of them right now and look at their social media programs. I'll be hard pressed for five of them to have a decent footprint right now. 5 of them out of 25. Those aren't great numbers. And out of that 5, not all of them are as active as 1 or 2 of them. That don't even include me. I'm not even including myself in this at all. These are just people that I know. And so, I only really know less than a handful of people that, out of the 25, and I know more than that, but out of the 25 that are, extremely pretty active and have room to grow. If they had more time, their footprint would be even more dynamic. I know for a fact, but it's disturbing. It's actually disturbing. So, here's the kicker. Their product is great. But their brand is better. Their brand is better. Product is great. Brand is even better. Their social media footprint is even more dynamic, and the product will come, because so the audience that they have, there might be even businesses out there that are providing that same thing, even at, better price, better, might even be prettier, what have you. But they got nowhere near the following. They got nowhere near the footprint. They got nowhere to brand development because they have not been cultivating their social media program like other people have. So, once again, as we end this 10th deep dive on our social media management product, and I seriously hope that you listened to the rest of them and really got some value from them. But remember, develop the mindset of continual change. Develop the mindset of continual change as social media is still young and evolving. So I hope you derive some value from these. Now I've got 125 more deep dives to go as introduce you to the different products that we have from Montgomery 2320 Business Development Services. So, just, really keep tuned in, to Food by the Word YouTube page channel that we have. And under the Food by the Word umbrella, is where Montgomery 2320 Business Development Services falls into. And we got a lot of interesting things coming. We're developing, content, that's going to be beneficial for you, that you can use, in your day-to-day, life. Our focus with Food by the Word is our spiritual health, our physical health, our mental health, our emotional health, and our financial health. And so, with these things in mind and focused on giving God the glory in everything that we're doing, and trying to reach and touch everybody that we can, it's only getting more awesome and more awesome and more awesomer every day by the glory of God. So just, stay, keep tuned in and, great things are coming. God bless you. Talk to you later.